got openly hostile towards my sister, and told on her, thus potentially making her husband lose custody of his children. My sister Amy married Neil 3 years ago. He came with 2 kids, Zoe who's 10 and Finn who's 6. Amy wanted the rich husband part, but not the stepkids part. First red flag was at their housewarming. Finn spilled juice and Amy cleaned it up while muttering about how exhausting kids were. Neil was outside so he missed it, but I heard her tell Finn he was always making messes. With Zoe it was worse. Amy got jealous anytime Neil gave his daughter attention. She'd interrupt with fake emergencies to pull him away. I watched it happen at every family dinner. One day I stopped by to return a dish. Their door was unlocked so I walked in. Amy was in the kitchen telling Zoe, "Your dad spent way more on my birthday than yours. That's how you know who matters more." I cleared my throat. Amy turned around and smiled like nothing happened. I pulled her aside and said that was messed up. She said Zoe needed to learn she wasn't the princess anymore. I told Neil the next week. Bro was not having it. Got all defensive saying Amy was adjusting and the kids loved her. Told me to stay out of his marriage. Then Christmas happened. Amy showed off her new coat to everyone. My cousin Ryan asked what the kids got. Amy said just regular toys. Ryan had been there that morning though. Knew Zoe was supposed to get this expensive art set she'd been begging for. Instead, she got a Walmart knockoff so Amy could get her $400 coat. That's when I snapped, looked right at Amy and said, "Why pretend you want the kids here when you clearly hate them?" The room went dead silent. Amy started screaming at me. Neil jumped up saying she was an amazing stepmom. Ryan stood up and started listing every horrible thing he'd seen Amy do. My other cousins joined in. The time Amy made Finn eat in the other room because he chewed too loud. The time she threw away half of Zoe's drawings without asking. I looked at Neil and said, "Zoe's cried on my couch after Amy told her she'd be better off living with her mom full-time." Neil told us all to get out. Amy blocked me that night. 2 weeks later I was at Target and saw Finn and Zoe with their mom Lauren. I'd never actually met her before. Finn ran up and hugged me. Lauren walked over looking confused, so I introduced myself as Amy's sister. She asked if we could grab coffee. We ended up at the Starbucks inside Target. She said the kids had been acting weird lately, more withdrawn, but they wouldn't tell her why. So I told her everything. Every nasty comment, every cruel moment, the whole Christmas situation. Lauren's hands were shaking by the end. She asked if I'd be willing to talk to her lawyer. Said she was taking Neil back to court. I said yes. My cousins would too. 3 days later, Amy showed up at my apartment at like 9 p.m. banging on my door. I opened it and she shoved past me, mascara running down her face. "You told Lauren everything. There's a court date now. Neil might lose his kids." She grabbed my arm. "You need to call them back and say you lied." "No, I'll lose everything. Neil's gonna leave me. Do you get that? Should have thought about that before you tortured 2 kids for 3 years. She slapped me, hard. My cheek stung, but I didn't hit back. Just pulled out my phone and took a picture in case it bruised. "Get out." She knocked my lamp off the table on her way out. It shattered everywhere. The custody hearing was last week. I showed up with Ryan and my other cousins. We all gave our statements. Neil's lawyer tried making us sound like we had some grudge against Amy, but there were too many of us saying the exact same things. Zoe testified too, in the judge's chambers away from Neil. I don't know what she said, but when she came out she looked different, lighter. Judge gave Lauren primary custody. Neil gets supervised visits twice a month until he completes parenting classes. And Amy can't be around during any of the visits. I saw Neil in the parking lot after. He looked completely destroyed, walked right past me like I wasn't even there. Amy sent one text, "I hope you're happy." I didn't respond, but those kids are safe now. So yeah, I am.